Alright, here I am, y'all, for another video. Today is going to be about my FTP test. And for y'all who don't know what FTP is, that's functional threshold power. What that means is when you do the test, you find out how many watts you can hold for an hour. That's basically what it means. You do the test for 20 minutes, you go as hard as you can, and you take that average power wattage and you multiply it by 0.95 or 95%. And that number that you now have is your functional threshold power, your FTP, and that determines now how you will use that in regards to your interval training, your VO2 max, your anaerobic, your tempo, your endurance, and your recovery zones that you're trying to ride in. So I did that today. It was hard. It was hard, especially because I did it going up. I see ideally if you go to stages.com, and anybody who doesn't have a Stages power meter, you need to get one immediately. I don't care what you got to do. You gotta, yeah, I donate my liver to cancer research to get one. So I'm telling you, anything necessary, you got to get it. Nothing criminal though, guys. Don't know nothing criminal. Um, so don't not to digress. Where was I going with this? All right, so yeah, it was definitely difficult because essentially on stagespowermeter.com, you go to their website, they'll tell you that the best way to do it is during a steady climb, anywhere between a 3 to 5% grade. So I try to find that a stretch where I'll be uninterrupted for 20 minutes. I found it, however, the grade that I'm going up is more like an 8 to a 15% grade. So, I just pushed it hard, did my best. That's all I could do. I'm pretty happy with my numbers actually. 258.4. It's roughly almost 3 watts per kilo. And I'm steadily losing weight. That might be a little low because I haven't weighed myself in a while. And I try not to get on the scale all the time, for what? I'm just eating healthy, carbon up. 80, 10, 10. 80% of my diet consisting of carbohydrates, the other 10 protein, and 10% fat. Now, I don't eat anything necessarily that is high in fat. The fat is just kind of like a residual, meaning that, even rice has small amounts of fat in it. Bananas have small amounts of fat in them, you know, and that just all adds up. The almond milk that I drink has small amounts of fat in it. So, it's just a residual aspect to that you're going to be intaking through your diet. Now, I can't say that I've been any happier in my life than when I've started this diet. It's just amazing. The gains that you see, the amount of energy that you have. Now, you do have to eat a lot. Now, you do have to constantly be eating. But it kind of works better because, instead of just eating 3 times a day, you're eating 6 times a day, and you're eating these meals that are just giving you this energy, and your brain is functioning so clearly. I mean, and you notice it after a while, too. When you're not carbing up, you feel your body just like slowly like shutting down, like not moving in a manner like you have the energy and capabilities of doing. It's because it doesn't have the glucose and fructose to be able, that muscle glycogen to be able to function in its most efficient manner. So that's why you got to carb up, drink your sugary drinks. You got to, your Kool-Aid, your Tang, your Fantas, your ginger ale. If you like, I'm not trying to promote stimulants, but your Coke, your Mountain Dew, all these things are high in sugar. Yeah, they have caffeine, which I don't necessarily recommend, but if you're in a pinch, you know better than nothing. So that's how I feel about that. Yeah, so I'm really getting big on this training. I'm gonna start training now at different percentages of my FTP every other day, and just trying to make gains as fast as I can because we got that big HC climb coming up. So this is day 2 countdown to the HC climb. It's going to be epic. It's going to be hard. I'm going to try to get some footage from that climb. The King of the Mountain, the KOM time right now is 55 minutes. It's a 9.4 mile segment. So I'm figuring that, if this dude did it in 55 minutes, it's going to take us like 3 hours, just to be honest. But hey, we'll see. Hopefully we can do better than that. If we do better than 3 hours, I know we're doing good. It's all going to be about pacing yourself, too, in a situation like that, and having enough water and enough sugar or food to be able to make it up there and be able to maintain the power output necessary to make it in a good, reasonable time. I mean, you could crawl up there, you know, and you can make it up there, but we're trying to make it up there in a good time. And yeah, so that's pretty much all I got for this video. As we continue to work on this channel, try to produce and grow and get bigger and spread the good news, you know, that people need to carb up, that they need to quit poisoning cells with excessive amounts of fat and protein in their diet through the propaganda that is spread through mass medias and social media websites. And I mean, it's ridiculous how people are being tricked and manipulated into believing these lies, and by believing these lies, they're damaging their bodies and sacrificing, you know, this blessed organism that we are. And so it's horrible. It's horrible that people are just so naive and so easily led astray like sheep. Where's it at? Where's the sheep? Where's the sheep? The sheep. Like the sheep. Like the sheep, man. So don't be a sheep. And do your research. You know, and see, this is the thing, you know. I've tried high fat, low carb diets. It didn't work. I didn't get the results that I was looking for. And I'm not talking about just, you know, 1 week, 1 month, 3 months. No, 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 no. I was on them for like 6 months time. 6 months. No gains whatsoever. None. Continue to have the same amount of fat, working out 3 hours a day in the gym every day, not getting cut up. Six pack. Why? Because I'm full natty, bro. Not doing and abusing antibiotic steroids. So what do you expect? They're telling me that I'm going to get these gains. Oh, take this whey protein. That's why you're not getting big. You're not getting enough protein. Yeah. Come on. You're so full of it. All you're doing is lying and trying to sell me some products that ain't even going to work. So finally, when I started and found about this vegan lifestyle and this low fat, high carb diet, and I put it into practice in my life, astronomical gains. Actually, I think I'm going to have to buy a whole new wardrobe, being that my clothes don't fit me no more. Because I've always been big, playing ball, you know, eating the standard westernized diet, lifting weights all my life pretty much. So working out consistently, but I've never been able to get lean, like real lean, and to keep on my body and keep on my mass, my muscle mass. So when I tried this diet and I started, you know, it takes a little bit for your body to get accustomed, you know, but once now that I'm seeing the gains, I mean, it's amazing. That's why I want to tell everybody about it. That's why I started this channel. So y'all hit me up and drop me some comments in the comment section, like my videos, let me know. I'm gonna continue to put out this truth, this content, so y'all can get wise, gain some knowledge, gain some wisdom. All right, y'all, I'm out.